All right. Story number three. I saw my man Curtis get to this a couple of days ago. This was on my slate of stories yesterday when I ran into technical difficulties. I switched over to StreamYard, and I was trying to learn it yesterday, but there was a fundamental problem with the recording, so I wasn't able to drop stories yesterday. I'm a big basketball fan, as you guys know. Former hooper. I no longer do since I tore my Achilles. 1 second applause for surgeons. But I love watching the Ball brothers. And I think the Ball brothers are so interesting for a number of different reasons. One, their father is goated, LeVar Ball, GOAT LeVar Ball. Two, the way that they trained and the way he taught them to play basketball or allowed them to play basketball is one of the few examples of uniqueness in game that I think that I see on the court. They don't look like they went to the same coaches or trainers and were taught the same exact jump shot as everybody else. I grew up playing basketball. We worked out. These kids train. They train 24/7. And I think that's a big reason why they get hurt so much. They have so many miles on them by the time they get to the league. But LaMelo Ball's game does not look like traditional basketball players, and neither does Lonzo's. LaMelo did this move the other day. It's basically a reverse Sham God, or in the Sham God family, but instead of pulling it back to the side, he pulled it backwards with the opposite hand and pulled a one-legged fadeaway three-pointer. Is one of the craziest shots I've ever seen. And he does that all the time. I mean, Derek White, who plays for the Celtics, he's an Olympian. There's another clip of him practicing that in the gym, and he can't even get it off. 1 second applause. And that's what I mean when I say they play very unique. They have they look very individual. LaMelo's brand, I think, is, rare, one of one. One of one is his brand. And he definitely is on the court. Now, in between LaMelo and Lonzo is a third brother, Jello. Jello is the third brother. Okay. Didn't work out for Jello. I look at Jello and I feel like he's playing the wrong sport. Okay. He looks like a tight end more than he does a basketball player. And, but turns out he might actually be a rapper. LiAngelo Ball has achieved virality at bare minimum for his song called Tweaker. He dropped a rap song, and it's not a spoof. It's not a spoof. Now, anybody's been following the Ball brothers realize that I think Lonzo put out a rap album already. Clearly, these guys they love hip hop, but LiAngelo Ball's Tweaker, check this out, is now the 12th most streamed rap song in the world yesterday. 12th most streamed rap song in the world. 1 second applause. 1.32 million streams in its opening day on Spotify. Now, the song was premiered on WorldStar. I'm not going to play it because I know I'm going to get flagged, but what I will do is play clips of the virality this is reaching. This is reaching a crazy virality right here. So this is the Bulls game. 2 days ago. So they're playing Tweaker at the Bulls game, which makes sense. Lonzo plays for the Bulls. Here is Dawn Staley jamming the Tweaker, and you can hear the song a little bit better in this clip.
I might swerve in the corner, whoa. Bitch, hold on tight, cause I tweaking this bitch. Whoa,
that joint hot. That's some old school stuff. He slowed it down for us. Whoa. Hey. I gotta go get Kyle.
So it sounds like something straight out of Cash Money. Sounds like something straight out of Nelly's catalog. Okay, this is early to mid 2000s pop rap at its finest. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. How about that? Early to mid 2000s chart topping rap at its finest. I might swerve in the corner. Whoa. That's what he's saying. All right, here's another clip of the Weatherman. This is a Weatherman making Tweaker references as he gives the snow report.
When you're really trying to drive through here on these main roadways and turn into these secondary roadways, you might swerve, bend the corner. Whoa, I'm telling you, next thing you know, you find yourself.
You might swerve, bend the corner. Whoa. I really like it when weathermen are quoting rap songs. I don't know. I think it has personality. So the song itself, it really does give sort of a mid-2000s kind of vibe. And yesterday, there was, I think the credits for the song were on Apple Music, and LiAngelo Ball was credited as a writer. And so people thought Lonzo ghost wrote this for LiAngelo. A different kind of assist, if you will. Turns out it wasn't. And here's the story that Billboard wrote about it. This is how big the song is going. It's viral. It's being played at sports events. It's being played. Athletes are picking it up. It's now on the news. And now it's in Billboard. So here's the story. It says, LiAngelo Ball says he didn't help write LiAngelo viral song, Tweaker. By now, you've likely heard G3's, a.k.a. LiAngelo Ball's viral anthem, Tweaker, or at least a snippet of it. Fans on social media have taken a liking to the song because it sounds like something out the early to mid-2000s when hip-hop music often featured fitted hats, sports jerseys, and spinning chrome rims. Tweaker also sounds like something you would hear on a video game soundtrack or a song that your favorite wrestler would use as entrance music. And some have made memes to drive that point home. Fans also noticed Jello's big brother, Chicago Bulls guard Lonzo Ball, is credited as a songwriter. However, the elder Ball brother cleared that mistake up on X, saying that the only credit he should get is for the cover art. Only credit I deserve is for the cover art, LOL. Gee, really that. Lonzo has been a hella supportive of his young... Billboard, this story says hella. What section of Billboard is this? Okay, I guess Billboard is using hella. Lonzo has been hella supportive of his young... Sorry, that caught me off guard. 1 second applause to the bank. Lonzo has been hella supportive of his younger sibling's career pivot from basketball to rapper in recent days, even playing the song in the Bulls locker room last week while he danced and rapped along to the now viral sensation. Tweaker began going viral before it was properly released on streaming services Friday, January 3rd, thanks to a clip of LiAngelo Ball playing the song for streamer Neon. And that was the video I was going to react to last week before I came back to Los Angeles, was the clip of him driving around, playing the song, Tweaker. Here's another good, better listen to it.
I might swerve in that corner, whoa. Bitch, hold on tight, cause I tweaking this bitch, I letting shit go. And I heard that she wanna show me who she be, I'm kinda fucking with it, show me some more.
So this is the first viral rap song of the year, 12th most streamed rap song in the world yesterday. And obviously Drake's song, Fighting Irish, wasn't a true release. And Joey Badass's The Ruler's Back. So Tweaker, I don't know. Spirit of competition is back in 2025. Let's see how long Tweaker can hold on to the title. Now, here's what I think is really interesting about this song. Is that, you've heard a clip of it at this point. You've seen how Billboard described it. It gives you that early to mid 2000s feel. Well, if you look at life and art in 20-year cycles, that's generally when things start to come back around. And if this song Tweaker came out 10 years ago, I'd be like, dang, that's an old sound. But now that we're 20 years out, it's starting to feel vintage. Vintage is a good thing. People like vintage rugs, vintage pens, vintage watches, and vintage tweakers. Maybe vintage Cash Money. And so, I don't know. Let me know if you think that this is a sign of sounds to expect soon. And did Jello Ball get lucky because his brothers are in the NBA and they can make it go viral by calling people to help support him? Or is he actually kind of on time? Kind of on time for a sound that defined the lives of so many of us 2 decades ago. Let me know what you think about this in the comments section. My name is Justin Hunt. Like and subscribe to the channel. Follow at The Company Man on everything. It's all happening.
Justin Hunte is here, it's all happening. Justin Hunte is here, it's all happening. The mathematical breakdown of this mighty game of rap we in. It's boom bapping in. Systematical culture views us radical, it's all happening. Shaking hands and dapping it. Life through the lens of hip hop, from trip hop to yes, yes, dog. You don't stop, you don't stop. Justin Hunte is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening. Justin Hunte is here, it's all happening. It's all happening, yes, it's all happening.